1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and 1/4 cup of water. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm Brianna. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. In my last maintenance video, I asked you guys, did you want me to show you a full video of my waxing process from the underarms and the Brazilian? And some of you said yes, so here we are. I absolutely love self-waxing at home. It's been my ritual, my routine, and I used a channel here on YouTube for a reference. It is called Abetweene or something like that. I'll link it down below. But her videos are so concise and thorough. Really shows you how to really get the perfect recipe. I've been doing this for about a year, so I've been able to come up with like the perfect way to do it. And this is how I do it every time. So I'm just going to tell you guys how I do it, but definitely look at her channel and all of her videos for reference. So I'm just going in and adding all the ingredients, and then you want to mix it up really good, and you'll turn your stove on high. The pot will overflow. As you guys can see, it will come up and rise. So you will have to take it off of the heat so that it won't boil over. But I do make sure that I keep an eye out and don't let it sit on the eye for too long and boil over. So this is a process where you have to be very attentive and you have to stay with it. So I have this bowl with cold water in it with ice cubes, and this is so that I can test out my formula to see if it's ready. So as you guys seen, when I did first put it in there, it was like water, it was like a liquid, and that's not gonna be done yet. So you just want to keep stirring until you're testing it and it's not doing the water like distribution in the ice water. So I'm just boiling it and stirring it, and as you guys can see, it's not boiling over anymore. And this is where I'm like, okay, we're coming to the end. So I know that it's almost finished when it's no longer boiling over anymore and it's creating a solid. But as you guys can see, I just tested it and it's not quite a solid. It's more of like a syrup, but we want this to be a solid when we drop it down into the ice water. So I'm just going to continue to let this simmer on the stove. It will be done in a few minutes, but there are short windows of this actually turning into a hard wax instead of a soft wax. So as soon as you pour this into this bowl and it creates a solid down below, you want to take it off the heat. So I used brown sugar this time. This was my first time using brown sugar. I usually use white sugar, and I did enjoy the brown sugar a lot more. The brown sugar took less time to make, and it also isn't as hot when I place it onto my body parts. It's not as hot, and also it's just easier to work with. And I think I'm going to use this more. I think this is going to be my staple. So as you guys can see, I poured this into the ice water, and it easily turned into a liquid as soon as I dropped it. So now I'm pouring it into this bowl and it's ready to use. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my armpits really quickly, and then we'll move on to the Brazilian. But like I said, I think that this brown wax is going to be for me from now on. We have made our wax. I got these sticks from Walmart. I used brown sugar this time, so it was a little different, but I'll tell you guys about that in the first part. I should have already told you guys, but I got these big sticks from Walmart, and I'm just going to dip it on in here like this. Got these strips from Amazon. I will actually link these strips in my Amazon store. It'll be in the link down below for you guys. This is how they look. So my underarms are pretty simple. It only takes me about 2 goes to get this right. And you just want to make sure that it's not too hot. And I'll usually put it on my lip, just let it sit. And that always determines if it's too hot or not. So it's not hot, so that's good. Take my strip. You want to rub this in really good. Make sure that it's good on there. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, so that was a good one. I go ahead and fold the strip because I'm going to use it again. And like I said, I usually just do 2 rounds. So I have these really big jumbo sticks from Walmart, and I love these better. It gets more coverage than the other sticks that I had. It's a really good temperature right now, so I'm going to try to move as quick as I can. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I got most of this off. Just going to fold it one more time. So I got a little piece hanging there, but boom. That was a really good pull, you guys. Not much left. I usually don't try to do it more than 2 times, but it looks pretty good. So let's do the other arm. Take another strip, gonna place it, rub it really good. That was a good pull. And you guys want to make sure that you have enough wax on your wax stick, because if not, your hairs are going to get stuck to the wax stick, and that does not feel good. So we're just going to take the strip, the folded strip. Okay, that was a really good one. Still a little bit more. That was a really good pull, you guys. It's like a couple of little hairs, so I might actually do 3 goes, and I'm not even really using any powder. I'm just gonna do like 1 more pass over my pits. I actually think I like this brown wax a little bit more than the normal, so I think this is actually what I'm gonna be using from now on. The armpits went really well. Really well. So let's go ahead to the Brazilian. Okay, now it's time for the Brazilian. I'm probably going to put like a graph over here on the screen to kind of demonstrate for you guys, because I'm going to kind of talk through it as I do it, so it can kind of be in real time, and I'll show you guys what the hair is looking like. I actually waited like 5 months this time, I think, a little longer than what I normally wait, and it's just because I didn't have time, honestly, but it's not growing back as fast as it used to, so I'm proud of that. I go diagonal when I am waxing my lady parts. I go in a diagonal, and like I said, I'll do a diagram and show you guys over here. And I do a diagonal because, give me a minute. Ooh, okay, first rip, that was a good one. I apply the wax diagonally because the part that's in between my, like, you have your lips and then it's the part at the top, that part is really sensitive, and when I apply the wax diagonally, it just allows me to kind of break up that area in different pieces, and it doesn't hurt as much. So I found that to work best. I just literally do this method and it's just less painful. On the top, I also rip down. I finished the top half, and I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna lay down to do the bottom half, but I literally stop right below, like I said, you have the lips and then you have this top part here. I stop like right an inch or 2 right below that top part, and for the rest I'm gonna lay down and do it. I'll be back. Okay, so I had to make some more wax. I'm on the floor in my bathroom. I have a mirror set up here. This is my mirror, so I can see what I'm doing. I don't have much hair. Like, I am just so proud of myself because I have really been waxing myself, keeping up with it and everything. So this is like my little routine. So I'm just trying to mix up the wax, make sure it's not too hot. So you kind of want to tilt back like I'm doing right now, because it's easier to see. My wax has cooled down, and so I'm gonna put some on here. You want to make sure, like I said, that it's not too hot. Blow it if you have to, and make sure that it's enough wax on the stick. So you want to hold your middle area to the side, and you just want to do your whole side strip. Get a paper and place it on there. On the top part, I rip down, but for this bottom part, I'm gonna rip up, because when I try to rip down, no, it just does not work. So you want to make sure that everything's separated so it's not pulling from either side. And you might also want to get some baby powder. I don't have to use it a lot, but if like I'm kind of anxious, I do have to use this because I start sweating. But I don't sweat as much as I do when I am at the wax shop. So we're gonna rip up, okay guys? Just try to relax, be calm, definitely have your powder for that moral support. And like I said, on these strips, you're going to pull up. So that got a lot off as well, but it's still some more on there. So I'm just going to fold it and really get in there. And this isn't hurting, it's just the anticipation. Like, it does not hurt. And I'm doing this in real time. Like I said, I would show you guys, but it has blood on it, and I don't know how YouTube's gonna take that, but it's not much blood though, not much at all. I have a little piece of wax kind of at the bottom, so I just kind of pulled that off a little bit. That didn't hurt. It was just like this little piece. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it did get the hair off. Okay, so got that off. So one lip is done. Gonna go to the other side. That was a good one. If you have extra wax, just take your wax strips and just kind of place it there and rip it off. So I'm just going to put a little bit more powder since I am sweating. Like I said, y'all want to get a really good enough wax on the stick or the area. And you do not have to actually pull this off all at once. You can kind of do like the bottom half and then, ooh, okay, that was a good one. It didn't hurt too bad. So I did do half, and then I'm gonna do the other half. Okay, I can show you guys this one. So this is how this one looks. Ooh, can't get it. This is how this one looks, and this was my other lip. I pretty much got everything. I'm just going to take my strip and just kind of go in and clean it up. Now that I am finished, I'm just going to go in with like some cleanup strips and kind of get some areas like around my thighs and stuff that I didn't get. You don't have to do this, and honestly, sometimes there is like small hairs that I left behind, but when I'm doing the wax, I'm not trying to get it like all the way off. I'm just trying to get most of it off, which most of it always comes off. Okay, so that was just a little side piece, a little leg piece, and those are like the fine hairs that you can barely see. And then I'm just going to do the leg area on this other side. And you don't want to put too much wax, but it does need to be enough wax. Yep, just got some small hairs from over there. Might clean up a bit on the top. Alrighty guys, so I'm done. And this wax went really good, so probably gonna do this again in another 3 to 4 weeks. And this is the routine. I hope that I explained this video really good for you guys to understand it. I hope that it was like informative and helpful, and I hope that the tips work for you guys too. But like I said, on the top I rip down, on the lips I rip up, because if I rip down on the lips, it just is tragic. Trust me, it's tragic. I've literally had to just stop, get in the shower, and just rinse it off in water, because there was no way I was ripping those pieces off. But yeah guys, next I'm just going to get in the shower because it is kind of sticky. I can use like a wipe or something, but I'd rather just get in the shower because like I've been sweating, my underarms are kind of sweaty, and then I'm just a little sticky. So I don't do like direct waterfall on the wax areas, but I do get in and just really clean up really good. And also when I wax myself, I don't have like that after feeling, like the stinging, or like the after feeling just isn't bad. And also I don't break out like I usually do when I go to get sugar wax at the place. I don't know if it's just something that they're using, but I just don't have many issues, or no issues at all, waxing at home. So this is what I prefer. And I also just like looking at my girl in the mirror. I feel like it's really important to look at your girl you know, often, and see what's going on. So this just gives me quality time with her, just to make sure everything is good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you all in my next video.